Hi guys, this is Jess with your All Signs General Read. We're going to look at Leo and Virgo, hopefully. So if you're interested in the 2 month future prediction read for September and October, do check out the link in the description box below if you want to look ahead at the next 2 months and see what your sign has in store for you. You can check out the link in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get into your reading for this week. Some of you may be thinking about, first of all, some of you definitely, and it's nothing funny about this, but some of you may be really stressed out over money. Something about children, a judgment. You may be paying child support, alimony. I do get having to pay out things and that being really problematic for you. And you may feel like it's just a lot to have to deal with. You also may hear of someone's poor health. I get a male energy, but it could be a female, but I do get like poor health. So something could come out of the blue, like an expense of some sort, and it may make you feel like it's really costing you. Something becomes pretty costly. And some of you are even considering picking your ball up and going. Some of you are considering leaving something because you may no longer feel happy. You may no longer feel like it's working out, that this situation isn't a success. Some of you are it's starting to become obvious about something, and something that's too much to deal with anymore. That's what I'm getting. It's something that you can't deal with anymore. You may feel like this is just too much to deal with, and it's becoming obvious, very obvious. You've probably been feeling this way for several months now, but you're really considering this time around, like, I think I need to get the hell on, or I need to make some changes. So this is a week that you really start to make some changes, some hard decisions, because these aren't easy ones to make, but it is taking consideration and reevaluating where you stand with another person, what the agreements are. Maybe you need to make different arrangements, different agreements, and you may be at odds with another person because of money, because of finances. Because you and a person may be in a broken place right now. And I do feel like there is love here. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. I do see that is very heavy. But one of you, it may be all about money for one of you. Someone may feel like there's a disconnect here. The love, yes, is there, but the problems may persist more than the love. I don't know why we're jumping directly into love, but that's what I'm picking up on with these cards, Leos. More than anything, it's about love. For some of you, it's about, like I said, child support. And perhaps there needs to be some type of discussion about that for some of you, or a decision being made around it. It could have something to as well do with someone's health and making a decision about that. You do watch your health, Leo, because I guess some of you are not in the best of health, and there's something that needs to be cut out. Something needs to change. Something needs to stop. Something needs to be reworked and fixed. That's all I'm saying with your reading. It is pretty black and white. Work, I even feel like you're kind of tired at the workplace this coming week. You're not going to be in it like you normally are. Leos are usually a breath of fresh air at the workplace, but you may just not be up to it. Just like my words don't want to come out of my mouth. You may not be up for it this coming week. You may not feel like your normal self. Some of you, again, you have some other shit on your mind this week that probably, if you're at work, it's about your personal life. I hear love life. If you're at home, it could be about your work life. But work will be pretty simple. You're just going to keep hanging in there until you get the hell on from there. I feel like this is something more deeper than work, but you're not up for it this week like you normally would be, but you're going to work nonetheless. People may just notice that you're not your bubbly self. Looking for opportunity is going to come your way. You may have several offers coming your way, Leos, that are looking for work. Congratulations. It may be at a distance. If you've casted your net pretty wide, you may hear back from all kind of places, all kind of people, but it looks like it's going to be some good news. You have a lot of fire in these cards this week, so this will be a pretty fiery week, but I feel like it's a very passionate week as far as like either having to make these decisions, having to address something, having to deal with something. But I don't feel like it's all being dealt with this week. It's either an understanding. It may be other people moving forward toward this decision that needs to be made. I don't know necessarily if you're fully on board with it just yet. Your business is working out really well this week. You're up for it. You're handling everything that needs to be taken care of. You may be a one man or one woman band doing it all on your own, but you're doing it. Okay, you're making it happen this week, and you may find that this is a pretty it may be a profitable week for you coming up. Let's go into love. Leo single ladies, well, you're showing up as someone that's there for a good time, not for a long time. You could be going back to get someone. You may be the one that's leading the charge, that's, inviting men out, that's initiating contact, that's initiating conversation. But you may find, if you are the ones initiating contact, ladies, that you have some men who are not necessarily open. You may open yourself up for a complete manipulator, a con artist, unfortunately, someone who plays a lot of emotional games, someone that could even be nasty toward you as well. So you kind of have to guard yourself, ladies, when it comes to love. How does your ex feel about you? Well, they're stressed out, can't seem to get you off their mind. They feel like you are the big bad lizard, dragon that comes in their dreams and comes to them at night. They're not happy. Their happily ever after is gone. They're having to contend with the fact that they have to let you go, that their work there is done and it's time to let you go. And they will eventually do that, probably by next year sometime, but right now they're not nowhere near have let you go. And if some of you are going back to an ex, this person may not be emotionally stable for you, so do keep that in mind. It's a good time to get out there and have a good time, ladies. If you are, because for some of you, you certainly could meet someone that will dump the others and choose you. And you guys will make a decision. Yeah, they may make a decision to choose you, but just be careful. It could be a karmic. Okay, listen, because I'm going to say it because I keep seeing this. So ladies, you meet someone, right? Who there could be a long-term potential, maybe a child that could come out of it. This person will leave others for you, okay? And a decision could be made to enter into this rather quickly. But it is karma here. And it's the karma that you're going to have to learn a lesson, that you have to always choose yourself over others and put boundaries in when you need to, because some of you are going to head straight to someone who is not ethically sound and is going to be a project, someone that you're going to have to continue to, put yourself last and put him first at all times, and you're going to lose yourself. So it's saying for you single Leo ladies to protect your own boundaries, protect what's important, and you don't lose yourself, because you're in this little weird karmic portal right now where you certainly can lose yourself with people that you're meeting, or a particular person that you're going to meet, because it's going to go so fast. You're going to blink and you're like, how the hell did I get in here? How the hell do I get out of here? That type of thing. Leo single men, well, you are not participating necessarily with all the others. Okay. You may have found your ones. For some of you, you may be just choosing a one, like you latched on to a particular person and that's who you're sticking with. I do get a lot of sex. I get a lot of intimacy. I get being completely enamored with a particular person and feeling like that's the only person on earth that you want. Yeah, you're for some of you, you're having a hard time moving on to anything new, Leo single men, because you want a particular person. And I did get, when I first put them cards down, that there could be self-pleasuring as well, and kind of staying home and just really licking your wounds and pleasuring yourself and that sort of thing, because you are heartbroken. So there's a lot of indulgence. It could be indulging with another person. It could just be indulging by yourself. But whatever it is, you are trying to heal from heartbreak, or you're trying to heal from from some type of a breakup. Others of you, this could speak to just really wanting to have sex and wanting to be desired, and not necessarily looking for love or commitment, but just wanting to have a good time. But whoever that is, if you're dealing with another person, it's not going to be easy to get rid of them or to leave them alone. Couples. You may feel like the relationship has slowed down, communication has slowed down with them, progress has slowed down. They feel like sometimes your person may feel like you focus on the wrong thing, but they do find you to be attractive, hardworking individual. The challenge with you is that either the two of you have come to a challenge in a relationship, a trial, and it's not easy to get over whatever this issue is. So commitment could be hard to have. Going to the next level could be hard to do between the two of you. And they don't see happiness here. Your challenge is coming back. If you leave, coming back, finding a reason to come back. Every time you leave, especially if any of you Leos are at a distance from your person, every time you leave, it's harder and harder to find a reason to come back or to stick here, or stay with it, or not leave. They want you to know, Leo, that either you've given up or they want to give up. Okay? It's not really telling me. They may be feeling like they don't want you to give up. They want you to prove to them why the two of you should stay together. They want you to fight for it. They want you to fight for it. And if they've been crazy to you, they want you to get over it and forgive them. Basically. What does Leo want you to know, Crosswatcher? I feel like Leos do still love you. Crosswatcher, they do still love you, but do keep in mind things keep going the way that it goes. They're starting to fall out of love with you. They do still love you, but they're starting to fall out of love with you, Crosswatcher, and they feel like singlehood looks better to them. It's starting to look better to them, is what it looks like to me. Okay, that's what Leos want you to know, Crosswatcher. Okay. The Leos are not so sure. You guys are really not so sure if you want this anymore. Neither of you. I feel like both of you have your own gripes. They're both valid. Love has died to some extent, or love is not there the way that it used to. Someone may be extremely emotional, may not be emotionally healthy at this time. There may be some mental issues here. There's just issues. And those are the challenges. Their next actions will be for some of you, this person is going to say, I need a break. I need a minute to think about this, to think things through, to try to figure out what I want. And if the two of you have built a lot, someone here is ready to sacrifice a lot of shit just to leave and get their peace of mind, because someone wants peace of mind. Uh-oh. You don't want any drama, but you are acknowledging the problems and all the issues in this relationship, because you may feel like this is it's in balance. One of you are always having to make all the sacrifices for the other person just for them to feel good, and it's starting to become very toxic. So neither one of you are happy, put it that way. Somebody is definitely going to drop the load and start over again. This could be, I got to move on. This could definitely be we're not fully over, but one of you are. So it could be like, I left months ago and the other person was like, they did? Like, I thought we were just taking a break. I thought they needed to take some time to figure it out. Somebody taking a break and trying to take some time to figure it out, they're not figuring y'all out. They're just figuring themselves out and trying to move on from the situation. Because I do get one person probably leaving, disconnecting, or somebody is thinking about that shit heavy. Like, I'm ready to leave. I don't want to do this anymore. It may just start to slowly but surely disconnect from this relationship. That's what I see pretty heavily. But I've been seeing that for quite some time with Leos, of them and their connections or their person. There's a disconnect that's happening here. So that's what I have for Leos. Now let's look at Virgo. Virgo. So Virgo, if any of you are interested in looking at the September-October future predictions read, do check out the link in the description box below. You can also set up a personal read by visiting the website, and that's also in the description box below. Let's get into the reading. Virgo, well, this is an action-packed week up ahead, because you guys will find yourself probably being almost feeling like you're being targeted, but you're going to fight fire with fire. And some of you may look back and feel like you had a victory, you had a win. It may not be until much later that you realize that it's not really a win. No one really wins, but in the moment, it's like, hell, you won. You may feel like that, like you're going to fight tooth and nail. You're not going to give up. Or maybe perhaps you have fought tooth and nail, and it's like, I still kind of took a L. I still took a loss, but at least I didn't lose everything. So you're going to take whatever it is that you have remaining, and I do see you going, right? Again, a loss or letting something go, making a decision to let something go and having to pay something out. You're not going to be so happy about it because you might feel like now you're at a deficit financially. You're just not happy with the results of how everything has happened. Whatever this is, everyone will be different. It's showing heavy pentacles. So this can be about work. It could be about anything that is tangible, that you've worked toward. But letting something go, letting someone go, a situation that, again, proves to be a bit challenging for you. Some of you just may feel like you may, hold on. Yeah, and for some of you, hold on. Okay. For some of you, if you're let go at work, don't worry about it. You do have something else coming. Some of you could be leaving your job this week because you have another opportunity, or there may be some letting go, some news that you get from work that may not be the easiest to hear, but it's saying it's okay because it's going to put you in a better position. You're going to have a better position down the line. May not hear what you want to hear if you're looking for work this week, Virgo, but it just means to keep going. It's not meant for you. And it could be anything. It could be what you hear about the salary negotiations, being hired, literally getting a call back, getting interest. You may find that it's not necessarily what you want, or you want to hear. You may not feel like you're getting any type of attention. It's just not the time yet, is what it looks like to me. And for those of you who have your own business, there's some kinks and some issues, maybe some challenges going on with your business that you kind of have to work on. You have to work through, you have to work out, you have to get on the other side with. So trying to figure this business out, trying to work your business out is what it looks like to me this week with business. You may even get chargebacks, some issues with clients or customers. This is resolving issues and it being difficult to resolve issues at this time. Okay. And it may have a lot to do with communication. This is a week where work is very much important, but you will find that you're able to kind of get things off your list. It just may be one of those weeks where it's like, finally, I'm cleaning my plate and I'm cleaning my closet so I can now make room for new. Because there will be new coming up ahead. It's almost like a cycle you Virgos have ended. Yeah. And love could be coming to you now, a new proposal of some kind that can come to you. You may even get offered, some of you could be thinking about purchasing a car or taking a trip or a travel. I do see that as well. Virgo single ladies in love. Well, it looks like you have someone here who sees you as a bitch. You have an ex who may see you as a bitch, as a problematic person. You're coming across as someone who has no secrets to hide, who may be showing up very transparent. Even if you want to hide some shit, people are noticing all the things that you don't want them to notice. People may be calling you out on things. Yeah, you may be feeling exposed at this time, single Virgo ladies, to some extent. People may just hear and have heard about some things, maybe discussing things about you. You may be very open to discuss with people what's going on in your love life when you're meeting people. It's saying something about your love life has gotten to a point of stagnation. So stagnancy, not being able to move forward. Some of you just may be at a place of stagnancy. Like, I'm not really moving forward when it comes to love. You may be definitely moving forward with work, career and your own personal pursuits, and that's what you're focusing more on than anything else. Some of you may realize that you have someone in your life that you could be dating, ladies, who is very much a workhorse. And you may come to realize that, and it's like, oh, I don't have to worry. This man works all the time. That's all it is. It's just that he's working. That's why I don't see him. It's that type of thing. So it could be any of that this coming week. Men, you're not really communicating with people right now because, for one, you're still connected with a past person. You're still stressed out about things that has gone on with a past person. There's some fear around you not giving, someone not giving to you. How do you get yourself back into somebody's good graces? Definitely can be an issue here. And some of you may just feel like it costs too much to get to know people. It costs too much to date. It just costs too much. And you're not here for it. But I feel like deep down, single Virgo men are kind of still focusing on a particular person. And it could be someone who may have chafed your ego, turned you down, or chafed your ego. And you may not feel like you're up for it right now either. Couples. You feel like your person could be quiet, distant, a little cold, not giving to the situation. They feel like they're giving to it, even though they may be up to no good at some certain times. You know what's going on. That's what you want them to know. You know exactly what the hell's going on. They may feel like they're not going to let you go. So if you may think that I'm just going to be single. No, you're not. They're not going to let you go. They didn't want to see you single, so they came back to you, or they're going to come back to you if you try to get away from them. They're not going to let you go. They may tell you that they had to disconnect from you, but they had to work. They had to focus on work and other things. And yeah, they were focusing on work and other things as well. Or they may say that they have things to do because they have to focus on work. And that is true to some extent. You do have someone here who seems to work quite a bit. Their challenge with you, Virgo, is that you don't know how to let things go and just live in the moment and deal with things in the moment and don't try to control things so much. Your challenge with them is that this situation isn't growing. They also may have a tyrant for an ex of some sort. Or it could be another parent that could be very problematic in this connection here. You may feel like this person doesn't know how to grow the relationship, how to nurture things, and that's your issue with them. They still want it, though, but they've told you that before. This is nothing new. Even if the two of you have had issues in the past, they want the two of you to overcome it, to overcome the karmic problems wherever there has been imbalance, and they still want this. You may feel like the two of you are too different of two people. You're just too different. You've tried it before. It didn't work before, trying to work this out, trying to work it out. But you're not 100% over them. In fact, you're still very much emotionally attached to this person. You haven't moved on from them as of yet at all. But a part of you still doesn't forget and forgive them for their indiscretions if there has been. They're going to communicate and want to come back to you. And you're going to receive them back and not create no drama. You're just going to receive them back. And maybe for some of you, it could be because of the children. Okay, fine. You'll be cooperative for the kids. Some of you may be cooperative long enough to get more information to try to find out what's going on here between the two of you. This situation, okay. I do see two people staying together, though. The problem is there may be more than one. I'm sorry, more than two. That's the problem. There could be more than two people here. And so if there is more than two people, the Virgo woman is checking out. She's clocking out. She's not here for it. I do feel if there's two people, if there's cheating going on, Virgos are out. They're out. They're not going to have it. They're not going to tolerate it. I feel like some of you Virgos, even if you're a woman, whoever the woman is, she may love this man, but she may decide not to be as loyal to him as she used to be, because she understands that he is not giving to her the proper way. So there's something about, an opportunity to start this over again, or work this out. But the problem is that one of you may not be on board with it secretly and not giving to this the way they used to give to it. I do see that here. Not necessarily breaking up 100%, but someone's just pulling back from the way that they saw this and what their intentions are going to be, and their actions will be with the other person. I do see that. So that's what I have for you guys. Hopefully it's been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.